Unapojiandaa, let me have Finley. Let me have Finley Maranga. Let me have Finley Maranga na spoken word. Wapi Finley? Finley yuko wapi? Yes. Wapi makofi ya Finley anapokuja? Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Finley. Wapi makofi ya Finley? Appreciate Finley anapokuja kwenye jukwaa atupatie spoken word. Finley, tuna sanitize. Ningependa usanitize, usiambukizwe virusi vya corona. Asante sana. Your mic is here. Okay.
Yo, KU. Mko poa? I'm so glad to be here. So, poetry yangu nitaanza na riddle. Kitendawili. So, kitendawili. Kuna vitu fulani zikuanga fragile sana. What is so fragile that when you speak you can break it? My guy, ulipata leakage. So, ni silence. You got me. You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it. So this poem I'm performing is a very special poem to me. I wrote it during the pandemic, and it's about my mother. I haven't seen my mother during the pandemic, ever since the pandemic started. So I hope you'll enjoy as we appreciate the culture of appreciating our mothers. DJ, put your track. As they are working on it, we all love our mothers, right? So in our culture, I don't think we appreciate our mothers enough. They do a lot. So that's why I wrote this poem to speak to you, as you also relate to the mother. My mother likes to write, just like me. She writes songs and poems. She used to perform while she was young and bagged some awards for it. You know those good old days when kids would earn themselves a blanket for performing before a member of parliament. She's also a storyteller, just like me. I see so much of her in me, and that makes me so proud to be her son. She is the most resilient, kind, selfless, and loving person I've ever known. See, she is the type of woman that would go barefoot just to give her only pair of sandals to her son. She would go hungry just to give her children a meal. And yes, she is short in height and stature, but has the biggest, warmest, and most compassionate heart I've ever known. See, one thing about my mother, when she laughs, you can hear her laughter from 2 homesteads away. She has a golden smile that I always long to see. And if you really love your mother, you'd know that her smile is the brightest and warmest thing you'd ever want to see. And that her happiness is your happiness also. See, among my happiest moments is when I see my mother joyously dancing. You know that feeling, right? When despite all the sorrows and struggle, your mother lets go, and for once, she is genuinely happy. Joyously dancing to the sweet tunes of music. It's been a while since I last saw my mother. I've been so caught up with life, so busy chasing my dreams and hustling, afraid to go back to her and my younger brothers with empty hands, because that's not what a man does. I keep telling myself that soon, I will. Soon, when my wallet has enough cash and there's less stuff to attend to on my schedule. Soon. No one believes in me as much as my mother does. She believes I will successful and deliver her from a life of misery. So I have a long journey before me. A journey to who I'm supposed to be. A journey to being a role model for my brothers. A journey to success. A journey to giving my mother a happy and comfortable life. I just can't afford to fail her. See, they say behind every success story is a lot of effort and hard work. But behind your success story is your mother's story, because hers is where yours began. And my mother's story, well, her story can write about 3 different stories. One for her, one for her children, and one for the world. But not romantic novels to intrigue and entertain everyone's fantasies and wildest desires. But at least the stories will be about pain, sacrifice, and struggle. But not all may understand such a story, especially not those that despise the less fortunate. You tell me, would you despise your own siblings so much to the extent of not wanting to see them around anymore? Would you violently beat up your spouse at the sight of their child? Would you abandon your lover while she has your unborn child? You tell me. The sacrifices that mother has made for me leave me amazed. See, on the field, she would cultivate for hours unending, while the sun shines and scorches her back, just to put something on the table and to put clothes on our bodies. Not the best clothes in the hood, but do you know that sometimes they were hand-woven with such tender and lovely hands of a mother, with the beautiful creative patterns at the shoulders, arms, and chest. Our mothers always champion our education. Picture yourself as a young lad, every morning woken up by mother, given a warm bath by mother who had already prepared a cup of tea full of love from her meager earnings. And after school, she would still be waiting for you with a snack, maybe some warm porridge, or maybe some ripe, tasty bananas. See, this is why our mothers deserve medals, trophies, and much more than that. See, if I had 1,000 reasons to give up, but just one reason to keep on struggling, it will be for her. It will be for her. So let's all make our mothers proud and be proud of them for how amazing their love, and it will forever be. Thank you.
Wapi makofi ya Finley the poet? Makofi kwake anapoondoka kwenye jukwaa.
Yes, makofi zaidi bana, hiyo itoshi. Wapi makofi yake? Asante kabisa.